I was an airport rescue firefighter. I operated big, huge snow removal vehicles. I had grease on my face, hands, snow at 3 a.m. in the morning. All those experiences brought me to be able to manage an airport and understand many of the positions here. Anything that you want in life, you work for. So from a very young age, I knew exactly the steps that I needed to do to get to where I wanted to be. So I was always working, and that's something that I always tell individuals when, mentors or young students, is that sometimes you think a role, as minute as it may seem at that time, you don't know what experience it could lead to in the future and what it actually takes you into another job. It was instant. I have to learn how to be a manager, from transitioning from having supervisors to suddenly I'm managing a crew and individuals that expect you to lead. You had to learn fast, and some of the challenges, just being new into that system, that area, and implementing processes and changes that you have to have buy-in from individuals and businesses and stakeholders. I relied on some of my mentors. I gave a phone call to a couple times, and I said, this is an incredibly difficult situation. I just need some advice on what your thoughts are. And one of my mentors actually said, what you're going through, I guarantee you this will be the hardest thing ever in your career. It's pretty much limitless as far as consulting firms, engineering firms, planning firms, airport development, and even aircraft manufacturing, how fast it's changing, and the design of aircraft and what that does to the infrastructure of the airport. So like the A380, when that came on, suddenly they needed to change gates, they needed to expand runways, they needed to change taxiway layouts and the entire parking. So ground transportation facilities, like all of it is changes kind of with some of these newer aircraft and the designs for aircraft. I took my sister flying this summer, and we landed at this airport, and there was a line for fuel, and there were a couple pilots that made some very sexist remarks, and I was flying my own plane. And she was astonished. And I said, yeah, this is every day, this is what I get. And then usually it's kind of like the mic drop when I say, oh yeah, I'm the airport manager, or this is my plane. Sometimes you don't have that respect until you prove it, which is a challenge, because sometimes you do have to feel like you have to prove it to be looked at as pretty serious.